Alright, white belts. This is lesson 1. This is going to supplement your live classes. So if you want some extra practice at home to make yourself even stronger when we get back in classes here at Sky Centers, this is a great opportunity to do so. So, a couple concepts I want to go over today. 1, I want to go over retractions and the importance of those. 2, I want to go over all the 4 main blocks that you guys are going to need to know. And 3, I want to go over some tips on how you can make your moves really strong so that if you were actually blocking, it would do the desired effect and stop something from coming at you. So let's start with number 1, retractions. A retraction is your hand coming back. The idea behind the retraction is it's the opposite motion of what your other hand is doing. So if my hand is punching, the other hand is going to retract. The same is true for all your palm strikes, vertical punches, hammer fists, stuff like that. The same thing applies for blocks. So if I'm going to do a high block, in order to make this block stronger, I'm going to put a ton of force behind this retraction. So I'm not just going to bring it back slowly and lazily like that. I want this to be as strong as this. And those two working in conjunction together make that block even stronger. So when I come up for that high block, I pull this all the way back. Notice how my arm's nice and high up in that retraction. It's not down low, it's not across my body. I don't have my wrist curled like this, everything's nice and straight. So that's the importance of the retraction. I'm gonna skip to number 3 right away. Including that retraction, one of the biggest things you can do for your martial art techniques is to squeeze right at the end of it. We call it locking it out. And what that does is that contracts your muscles to make everything really strong right at the end. The problem with doing that the entire way through the technique is it's going to slow you down. So if I were to contract my muscles all the way through here, my blocks would be extremely slow, plus it's very exhausting. So what I want to do is stay relaxed, and then right at the end, lock those muscles. So I'm squeezing all my muscles in here, I'm squeezing this arm, I'm squeezing my core, squeezing my legs, I'm even squeezing my toes. That makes for a real strong block. That way, if anything's coming down on my head, this is gonna stop it from getting to my head. Same for a side block or a low block. I'm squeezing all of that out. So now let's go over our blocks. First thing I wanna do is I wanna start in an X prepare. So an X prepare is just like this. Sometimes you can be an open hand like this. I'm gonna conserve some energy and start with my hands closed like that. Typically, whichever hand is gonna block would be on the inside of that X prepare. So if this hand were to block first for me, I start with it on the inside. At white belt, I'm not too worried about you guys getting that, but it's a concept that I want you guys to keep in mind throughout your martial art journey. So I'm here in my X prepare, and I bring that high block right over my head. I want to make sure it's protecting my entire head here, and it's angled away from me. What that was going to do is deflect any strike away from my body. If I put it flat on my head, it's going to come down right on my head. I want it angled, just like that. Then I'm gonna do my other hand. Same thing, angled, wrist is facing out away from me. I got a good strong retraction. In between, I always go back to that X prepare. Then for my side block, I'm gonna come out, and it's really a guard out to the side, and that's protecting anything coming in, trying to hit my side, hit my ribs. So I don't wanna go up high like this. I don't wanna go down low like that. It's gotta be straight out to the side of my body. I come back to my X prepare, and I do the other side again, making sure I have that good retraction and I squeeze out that technique. Here, I'm back to my X prepare, and I do a low block. So I want to sweep this low block out away. It's going to protect my midsection, it's going to protect my groin, and it's going to end up about 2 fists away from my body. So again, not out here, not behind me, not resting on my leg, about 2 fists away from my body. Then I'm going to come and do the same thing on the other side. Our final block is a cross block. For a cross block, I'm going to start with the opposite hand out in guard, and my blocking hand up by my head. And it's gonna be with my thumb facing down, right by my ear. And for my cross block, I'm gonna keep that wrist above my head here, keep that elbow high, and I'm gonna come all the way across my face, just like that. Then, that hand becomes my guard, and I go to the other side, and I cross block. So let's go over a few of these together now. So, I'm here, I'm gonna do my high block 1, ha! 2, ha, good, back to my X prepare, side block 1, and then 2, I always come back to the X prepare in between, low block 1, and 2, Good, and then I'm gonna prepare for my cross block. So one hand is out in guard, the other one's chambered for that block. Cross block, and 2. Boom, just like that. Let's go through that one more time a little bit faster. X, prepare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, I want you guys to practice that, nail that at home, so that when we get in our live classes, they're gonna look amazing. Next video, we're gonna add some stances to that, and if I have time, we're gonna add in a reverse punch or a ram head punch as well. Keep rocking it, keep being awesome. You guys are amazing.